Trending news in Nigeria today. Security agencies have reportedly arrested another army general and a commanding officer in connection with a suspected plot against the current administration. Investigations suggest that the group had procured 32 vehicles, including SUVs and golf cars, to facilitate covert intelligence gathering and tactical movements across the country. Nigerian music activist and rapper Idris Abdul Karim had his Facebook and Instagram accounts deactivated on January 30th, 2026, shortly after he released his politically themed single, Fela Irumale, raising questions about platform moderation and artistic freedom online. The Federal High Court in Abuja has granted former Kogi State Governor Alhaji Yaya Bello permission to travel to Mecca, Saudi Arabia, for the Lesser Hajj. Justice Emeka Nite ruled on the application, permitting the former governor temporary leave despite ongoing legal proceedings. The court ordered that his travel documents be returned to the registry immediately upon his return. In the ongoing trial of former Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) Governor Godwin Emefiele, a witness testified today that $6.23 million was withdrawn from the Apex Bank using forged documents. The witness provided detailed evidence suggesting the funds were moved under the guise of foreign election observation logistics. The defense is expected to cross-examine the witness in the next adjourned sitting. The Nigerian naira gained 10 naira 43 kobo against the US dollar at the close of the week's trading, reflecting improved liquidity in the foreign exchange market. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) attributed the gain to sustained interventions and a crackdown on speculative activities. Market analysts suggest that continued stability in oil production is supporting the local currency's recovery. A serving Nigerian Air Force officer related to former Bayelsa Governor Timi Pre Silva was detained by the Defense Intelligence Agency over an alleged coup planning exercise, a case that has elicited political responses and denials. A concerned group has called on President Tinubu to intervene in a new CBN policy that restricts Hajj pilgrims to ATM-only foreign exchange allowances. The group argues that the policy will cause significant hardship for elderly pilgrims who may struggle with technology in a foreign country. They are advocating for a hybrid system that allows for a portion of the allowance to be provided in cash. The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, has urged citizens and corporate entities to file their tax returns by March 31st. He emphasized that timely filing is essential for strengthening fiscal accountability and funding national development projects. He noted that the tax system is being simplified to encourage voluntary compliance. The National Industrial Court has ordered First Bank of Nigeria to pay damages to a former employee following a ruling on wrongful termination of employment. The court found that the bank failed to follow due process and statutory labor guidelines during the dismissal. The judgment reaffirms the court's commitment to protecting workers' rights against arbitrary corporate actions. Detectives in Ondo State have arrested a syndicate of 17 suspected human traffickers and rescued 14 victims during a coordinated raid. The suspects were allegedly preparing to transport the victims across national borders for exploitation. The police have vowed to prosecute the individuals to the full extent of the law to deter human trafficking. The Borno state government has supervised the return of 705 Nigerian refugees from Cameroon to the border town of Banki. The returnees, who fled during the height of the Boko Haram insurgency, were provided with basic relief materials and temporary housing. Officials stated that the repatriation is part of a broader strategy to resettle displaced persons in their ancestral homes. Finally, Presidency projects Nigeria to achieve a $1 trillion economy by 2030. The federal government announced Nigeria is on a healing journey with ambitious plans to build a $1 trillion economy by 2030. Dr. Nuruddin Zaru, technical advisor to the president on economic and financial inclusion, disclosed this during a media engagement in Abuja, where details of the 2026 RegTech Africa Conference and Expo were unveiled. Please follow for more updates like this.